uMeridi Haas sasingamazi ke sonke. Saqala ukuzwa ngaye la kwi-ad hoc committee. Ngalesikhathi ke uNhlahla Mkhwanazi esitshela ukuthi ngaphandle kaMeridi Haas, mhlawumbe ngabe uMinister Mchunu akayihlangazanga political killing task teams ngoba ngathi ubehlohlwa uDe Haas. Usethi uNhlahla Mkhwanazi, indlela lo mama angahlelekile ngayo. Angazi nami ukuba kuthiwa isitifiketi sami ngangisinikezwe uwe ngaphasiswa uwe ngabe ngifela kanjani. Awumuzwe ke chaza.
I don't know the person called Meridi Haas. I've never seen her, I've never met her. But for whatever reason, out of over 68 million people in this country, there are only certain individuals that get so much mileage in the public space that whatever they say, the whole country knows about it. And whatever they suggest, majority of the people in the country tend to believe it. That if I was a student of Meridi Haas, if she was a lecturer, and she would have made me pass a certain qualification, I would begin asking myself whether is that qualification credible? Because you cannot be a researcher.
Hayi nangempela ke ufikile ke qathatha namhlanje uMeridi Haas kwi-ad hoc committee inkonzo malanga yomlungu eyahlohla uMinister of Police awumuzwe ke nangu uMeridi Haas.
Will follow me, you will say I and state your names in full.
I, sorry?
And then state your names in full.
Okay. Oh, yes, my full name. Sure, of course. Yeah. Yeah. I'm married. Yeah.
Yeah?
Okay.
Can you say I?
Yeah. And the rest.
You say I?
Yes.
And then state your names in full.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you do that?
Do you want to? Do I need to raise my hand?
No. You will raise your hand later.
The Meridi Haas thing has been one of the most revelatory things in this country. For years, black experts, now I'm talking serious black experts and black researchers, have been saying that the ANC government depends heavily on the authority of white experts or people who position themselves as experts because they're white. And we've been saying for years that they are aggressive in how they position themselves as experts, and they quickly delegitimize black voices. This is what we deal with. I think we are a rainbow nation. It's fine, whatever. Everybody can comment. Everybody can put in. It's got nothing to do with race. Knowledge is knowledge. But we've been pointing out for years that the government prefers this voice. Go look at government expert panels. Go look at government task teams that are about knowledge and expertise. You will notice in many of them who dominates. And you have to deal with the level of aggression that you see this person. I once walked out of a workshop on land. I was dealing with a persona exactly like this. I got up, ngapuma, ngahamba. I was so angry. So we are accustomed to this. This is actually just another one. I remember another one where by now I had learned the skill of I don't leave, you leave. I will not relent because we deal with condescension. We know what we're talking about as not just the black people, but just in general. There are experts in this country. They may be black, colored, Indian, white, Chinese, whatever. There's all kinds of people. Some of them are not even South African. But there's always a type of white consultant who believes they are the authority in the room and they behave aggressively. There's this person, and then you realize this is what they do. So Mkhwanazi dealing with this, uBheki Cele dealing with this. By the way, that's why Bheki Cele was angry with Ian Cameron, because I understand Ian Cameron's positioning then as a citizen, as an activist. So I'm not looking down on what Ian Cameron did. I think Ian Cameron was being genuine. But Bheki Cele, having to deal with a lot of this, ended up getting mad at Ian Cameron because we deal with wonky people whose main qualification is I'm a white woman speaking. So this has happened for two reasons. One is that, as you all know, South Africa, the government had to reduce government capacity in the 90s and 2000s. So we cut back on government expertise. Posts are frozen, etc., etc. Okay, so government capacity was reduced because we were paying off apartheid debt and issues. The state was bankrupt. And of course, then the World Bank and all the experts, international expert class, was sending its people here to brainwash us that the best path for South Africa was that path they told us to take, which we now all can see was a mistake. But anyway, the second reason was transformation. Transformation displaced a lot of white people. So one is that whites who had skill now had to sell back their expertise to the government. And we all know that's ridiculous. But I suppose in the context of both transformation and rationalization of the public sector, whites who got displaced outside could sell back their skill. And they sold their skill back at a high cost. They were becoming consultants, they were the experts. And then, of course, there was this other thing where, for some reason, in many of the things government does, for some reason, government needs a report to act. Can't act without a report. I wish someone would make this make sense to me. But no, we need to commission a report before we can act. Why are you the government? And then there's the black consciousness reality. Umlungu. So umlungu totally respect ngoba umlungu, not because konda ayazi. So they start commissioning. And the best expert and the best, most organized people who would be able to produce these reports were normally white consultants. So over a long time, you saw government beginning to depend on these white consultants who could present brilliant looking documents and reports that would allow government to do the hell what it wanted. That could create problems a lot of the time for publicly committed types of black experts who would want to write things that maybe contradict government, but government doesn't want to pay for a report that's going to contradict it. But if there's a white expert they can find who will align with them, then they begin to depend on that person. Fiscal policy in this country, I'm telling you, it is designed by white men you never heard of. Yes, the grant system works. Well done, Treasury. Well done. Any case, my point is the ANC has needed this type of person to legitimize action. So you can see a minister needing a white expert who is not an expert really. But because they are a voice, if they get positioned as an expert, then it's like, why would we question? It takes some kwanazi to be like, animbuzeni doctorate, with a doctorate yamanyan. Another thing I noted is that how serious black experts want to present information and how consulting, sort of opportunistic, well-positioned white experts want to present information. Now it's a competition between the two. It's totally different. Serious black experts, and I emphasize serious because there are always chances in everything, but serious black experts who are constantly overlooked present information in very, very substantive ways because they also don't want to be taken as not serious. So when you get a black expert, that black expert is on some depth. Shaying into uyayazi. For government, that's like, niyasokolisa nina. So Tina, siyabasokolisa kwa government. Because Tina, we're like, oh, okay, siyenze lento, siyenze kahle, sikhiqize, siyenze. And they're like, nah, we were looking for something more dumbed down, like dumb it down. And eventually that demoralizes you as a black person. You're like, oh, we're doing a dumb down. Okay, dumb and down. I mean, I can't put dumb down next to my name because anything dumbed down next to my name is going to create problems. That creates the problem of lack of capacity then of black consultants. So we are probably not as now au fait with the latest design things, okay? And we might not have the money in the back pocket to say, I need to go get a designer. So you quickly get left behind, and your white consulting class, guys, they exist. They become experts at shiny presentations, and you're like, damn, I don't know how to make my things look shiny. And now you look like you're not an expert. And in conclusion, when you contradict a white expert, either as government, dare you say that white expert is wrong, even you will be slaughtered in the media because an expert has always been white. If you say Aibo, unamanga lo. Like Mkhwanazi has been saying. I mean, guys, why does it take a whole special forces expert to have to say, I think we have a Batty Midlands pottery person here with some opinions. This is not an expert. But Mkhwanazi, with all his badges, all his fitness, that's a common thing. It's a common thing. Especially ephondweni, niyazazi ke nina ephondweni, nine issues, niyazithanda experts nina ezidoji.
Wabona, when General Mkhwanazi said he would like Parliament to physically invite Mary Diaz into Parliament, not visual. He wants her to be there physically, to sit on the chair. He knew exactly why. He knew exactly what he was doing. Don't fuck around with Mkhwanazi.
Qina mhlali qina bahlali. Niyambona mama. This woman. This woman is known as Professor Diaz. Now let me tell you, Mary Diaz, she's been referring to herself as the Dr. Diaz, Professor Mary Diaz, but now class figure ke simamela uthetha apha ke phambi kwekomiti eParliament where kubuzwa ke ngoku into ezininzi kufumaniseka into yoba umama une network ezingadibaniyo, une network yobuxoki, iqotha qikile, ungqabi, iqungequ, urhoxejeni, swana sibomvana, unomoya. Bekwi network amane ngathi uza kakuhle, phinde kwayena azicontradicte. So uxoka kakhulu ke xa ngaba etyholwa pha eParliament ngabantu indlela athetha ngayo into yokuba icrime uyilwa njani. Akamfuna umbona ke lo mama uGeneral wesizwe uNhlanhla Mkhwanazi ngoba ucaba yena usebenza nale group yophula umthetho. So akafuna umbona uGeneral Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi o General Mkhumalo, all these generals esixa sizijonga thina sibona police akafuna wabona tu njengoba umbona akafuna obabona tu umakhulu. Now nansi ke ngoku enye into endifuna niyimamele. Umakhulu ke okwesithi uyiprofessor yase UKZN, ithi UKZN, which is University of KwaZulu-Natal, asimazi thina as a professor. Sagqibela umbona apha as a staff member salapha ngo-2002. All of these other years akasebenzi ku-university and akayo professor. Akayo professor. Imedia ke yabelungu ayizunixelela izinto, abazuyilandela lento because ngumlungu naye ufana nabo. But xa bekuthiwa ngumuntu onjengam nawe ngebe ilandelela lento yeliqotha qikile, iqungequ, urhoxejeni, unomoya, iswana sibomvana. Ndifuna uthi ke sisengxakini eMzantsi Afrika ngoba i-white privilege yiyo le imnike i-status lonomoya. Yamnika i-status waxatyiswa on the basis that kuthiwa yi-professor. Professor kuthiwa xa kukho into ze-crime ezi-serious kuthiwa masibize uProfessor Diaz. Akho professor pha, Satan, masupericate. So ndifuna uthi ke bahlali kukwezo zinto efuneka siziqwalasele eMzantsi Afrika that white privilege still very much alive. Qina mhlali qina.